All right, so I'm just going to journal my trade from today. Took a loss. It is the last day of this week that I can actually trade based off of my trading plan because NFP is Friday, so Wednesday AM session is the last day I can trade for the week. So 1-0-1 on the week. Essentially what I was looking for, okay? Now, it's been somewhat hard to gauge a higher time frame bias. Okay, and I'll give my reasoning behind why. So, order flow is bearish on the weekly and the daily right now. Okay? So fair enough. Maybe we're bearish then. But then you look and you see, oh well, we have an inversion fair value gap and a fair value gap that we're inside of right now currently, both bullish on the weekly. And then you go to the daily and you see the same exact thing. Bullish inversion fair value gap, bullish fair value gap that we're tapping into, okay? So you see those two things and they don't align with order flow, and it becomes a little bit of an issue of like, how do I gauge the bias for the day? Okay. So what I did was I said, okay, well, bias is a little tougher to gauge today, but I can honestly see buys and sells. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be patient, sit on my hands, and look at these lows and these highs, right? We were ranging here before market open. Basically, I said, if we're going to leave these lows here and come for the highs first, then I'm waiting. I'm going to wait for us to come up into either the liquidity void here or the fair value gap here so we can have our higher time frame PD array, because we need that for our model, our trading plan. So I waited for that to get hit. These highs were taken. And what do you have? Well, you have a sweep. We got distribution and break of structure enough for me to enter. Put my limit there. Stop above the high. Got taken out. I mean, that's our model. That's our trading plan. This was data lows because we had news come out, and the 1 minute candle on this news was insane. And so another magnet for price would have been the data lows here. We didn't take out any. We took out a little bit of, some lows, but we didn't take out the majority of them. Enough for me to still be bearish, and no SMT. It's not like this candle took out all the lows here so we could go higher. So, everything lined up for a sell here, in my opinion, based off of my trading plan. Here is where I got in on the lower time frame. So initially, right here, we had tapped the liquidity void and we swept liquidity. So we had everything I needed, and I was looking for distribution to the downside. Clearly, it did, but too quickly. But it also didn't take everything that we wanted to see get taken. So I was okay with it coming back up, taking out the equal highs here. I liked how it did that, right? I didn't want to see those stay remaining up there if I was going to short. And then I waited. I was waiting for a break of structure. So we have a fair value gap here, but no break of structure. Waiting. Break of structure, cool. Fair value gap distribution. All right, limit order set here. Stop above the high, right? Conservative stop. I didn't even put it above this high. I put it above that high. Conservative stop, targeting essentially the data lows. I would have taken off vast majority of my contracts, but then the full target down here. Okay, that was what I was targeting. Clean setup. I had my reasoning behind it. I had proper target, proper stop loss, proper entry. Everything about this followed my trading plan, so I can't be upset with it. I was telling the live stream, I have a calendar that I essentially just write the date and the day itself. So today would be Wednesday, September 4th. And all I do is I essentially just check off the box if I followed my trading plan, right? Not if I won or lost, just if I followed the trading plan, because I know, based off of my back testing, that if I'm being robotic and I'm executing based off of my trading plan, that probabilities are going to play out over time in my favor. So The keyword is over time. Maybe not over a week, maybe not even over a month, but over a year, those probabilities should play out in my favor. So if I'm executing like a robot based off of my model and my trading plan, which I am, I did today. So I cannot be upset with this loss at all. It was a solid day. I followed my trading plan. So there you have it. If you took a similar trade, or maybe you inversed me, maybe I was your liquidity, let me know in the comments. Just I'd love to see different perspectives from different traders. So